The opulent ballroom fell into a stunned silence, broken only by the faint classical music from the string quartet. Every eye was on Sulo, the blind woman in the wine-stained dress, her phone still held loosely in her hand. Bankrupt the Fu Corporation? By sunrise? The absurdity of the statement was so immense it was almost comical. Guests exchanged bewildered, mocking glances. The Fu Corporation was an unshakable titan in the city's economy. This blind, discarded wife was clearly delusional, driven mad by the divorce. Fu Jinyan's face, already a mask of cold fury, tightened into a knot of pure disbelief. A low, dangerous laugh escaped his lips. Sulo, your desperation is pathetic.
Have you finally lost your mind? Lin Yao, nestled against his side, hid a triumphant smirk behind a facade of concern.
Jinyan, don't be angry.
She cooed, her voice dripping with false sweetness.
Lulu is just upset. She doesn't mean it.
She turned to Su Luo, her eyes flashing with venomous glee.
Lulo, stop this nonsense. You're making a fool of yourself. Apologize to Jinyan right now.
Su Luo didn't react. She simply lowered her phone, a strange, serene calm settling over her features. Her supposedly vacant eyes seemed to stare right through Lin Yao, a gaze so empty it was chilling. This unnerved Lin Yao more than any outburst would have.
The show isn't over, Lin Yao.
Su Lo's voice was a soft, cold whisper that cut through the murmuring crowd.
The real performance is just beginning.
Lin Yao's heart skipped a beat. She couldn't let Su Lo maintain this bizarre, unsettling control. She needed to be the victim, the one deserving of all sympathy. An idea, as brilliant as it was cruel, sparked in her mind. The grand, sweeping staircase was just a few feet away.
What are you talking about?
Lin Yao's voice quivered, tears welling up in her eyes on command. She took a step towards Su Lo, reaching out a hand as if to comfort her.
Luo, please, let's not fight. You know I only want what's best for you.
She positioned herself perfectly, her back to the stairs, her movements a carefully choreographed dance of deceit.
If you're angry at me for loving Jinyan, I understand, but you can't threaten him like this.
As she spoke, she moved closer, her body brushing against Su Lo's. For a split second, her eyes met Su Lo's, and she let the mask drop. A look of pure, unadulterated hatred twisted her beautiful features. Then, with a blood-curdling scream that ripped through the ballroom, Lin Yao threw herself backward. Her body tumbled sickeningly down the marble staircase. Thud, crack, thud. She landed in a crumpled heap at the bottom, her designer gown twisted around her, a pained, desperate sob echoing in the now deathly quiet hall.
My leg!
She shrieked, clutching her ankle. Jinyan, she pushed me!
She pushed me! All hell broke loose. Gasps of horror erupted from the crowd. Fu Jinyan, his face paling with shock and rage, didn't hesitate for a second. He shoved past Su Lo, his shoulder knocking her off balance, and vaulted down the stairs to Lin Yao's side.
Yao Yao, are you alright?
He cried, his voice thick with panic.
Jinyan, it hurts.
Lin Yao sobbed, pointing a trembling finger at Su Lo, who stood motionless at the top of the stairs.
She said if she couldn't have you, no one could. She said I deserved to die.
Every eye turned to Su Luo, a torrent of accusation and disgust. The blind woman, the vengeful ex-wife, the monster. Fu Jinyan's head snapped up, his eyes blazing with a murderous fire that could burn cities to the ground.
He looked at the trembling, crying woman in his arms, then at the silent, still figure at the top of the stairs. Su Lo hadn't moved. She hadn't defended herself. She hadn't even flinched. The expression on her face was one of profound, icy contempt. Her hollow gaze seemed to bore into him, stripping away his pride, his power, his very soul. She looked at him not like a woman scorned, but like a queen observing an insect.
The Fu family's heir
She said, her voice clear and carrying in the silence.
is truly a magnificent fool.
That single sentence shattered Fu Jinyan's remaining composure. It was the ultimate insult, a dismissal of his intelligence, his judgment, his love for Lin Yao. Rage, black and absolute, consumed him. He scooped Lin Yao into his arms and stormed back up the stairs, his face a thunderous mask. He stopped inches from Sulo, his body radiating pure violence.
Apologize.
He snarled, his voice a low growl. Suluo remained silent, her chin tilted up in defiance.
I said apologize.
He roared, the sound echoing off the marble. Outside, the sky, which had been clear moments before, suddenly opened up. A torrential downpour began, lashing against the floor-to-ceiling windows of the ballroom.
Apologize for her third-rate acting?
Sulo asked, a ghost of a smirk playing on her lips.
I think not.
Something inside Fu Jinyan snapped. He grabbed her arm, his fingers digging into her flesh like claws of steel, and dragged her mercilessly through the stunned crowd, out of the ballroom, and through the grand entrance of the mansion. He shoved her out into the raging storm. The cold rain hit her like a physical blow, instantly soaking her thin dress, plastering it to her skin. Her hair was drenched in seconds.
Kneel.
He bellowed over the roar of the thunder. His form was a dark, menacing silhouette against the bright lights of the party. Sulo stood her ground, the rain streaming down her face, washing away any trace of the meek, submissive wife she had pretended to be for 3 years. In her eyes, a fire was being quenched, replaced by something colder, harder, ice.
You will kneel here in this rain until Yao Yao wakes up and forgives you.
He decreed, his voice devoid of any mercy. 3 hours, not a second less.
Maybe then you'll learn your place, you venomous snake. He turned his back on her and stormed back inside, slamming the heavy doors shut, leaving her to the mercy of the elements. Sulo did not fall. She did not weep. Slowly, deliberately, she sank to her knees on the hard, unforgiving gravel of the driveway. The stones dug into her skin, but she didn't feel them. The chilling rain seeped into her bones, but she didn't feel the cold. She lifted her face to the storm. The water streamed over her closed eyelids. For 3 years she had feigned blindness. For 3 years she had endured humiliation for a debt she now realized was a lie. This kneeling, this final degradation, wasn't a punishment.
It was a baptism. It washed away the last vestiges of Su Lo, the wife of Fu Jinyan. It was cleansing her, purifying her for the return of Su Lo, the heiress who could make the world tremble. Inside, Fu Jinyan watched from a window, a glass of whiskey in his hand, his heart a confusing maelstrom of rage and a strange, unwelcome pang of something else. He watched her unmoving figure, ramrod straight even on her knees, expecting her to break, to beg. She did not. 1 hour passed, then 2. The storm raged on, relentless. Su Lo remained kneeling, a statue carved from ice and defiance. As the 3rd hour was about to draw to a close, a new sound cut through the roar of the storm. The whisper-quiet hum of impossibly high-end engines. A line of headlights pierced the darkness and the downpour. A fleet of 10 identical obsidian black Rolls-Royce Phantoms, a model so exclusive it was rumored only a handful existed, glided to a silent stop in front of the Fu Mansion gates. They moved with a synchronized, predatory grace that spoke of unimaginable power. The front car door opened. A distinguished, gray-haired man in an impeccably tailored suit stepped out, holding a large black umbrella. He walked with unhurried, respectful steps directly to the kneeling, drenched figure in the driveway. He stopped before her, opened the umbrella to shield her from the deluge, and bowed a full, deferential 90 degrees. His voice, calm and filled with reverence, cut through the storm, clear as a bell.
Eldest miss, the family has arrived. It is time to come home.